Howdy-ho there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so, things are kind of a bit, fucked at the moment. So, if you can't tell, I'm in hell. And how I got here is, interesting. So, it all started when I was simply at Gertie's apartment, doing what I usually do best. Getting fucking plastered. While getting totally wasted, I noticed this rather interesting lady next to me. So, I decided to basically be a bit flirtatious, and we kinda hit it off. So much so that I ended up passing by her house, albeit really drunk, and I passed out on her couch. Once the alcohol finally left, I then noticed the horns and the red skin. Yeah, being drunk really does the number on ya. Realizing that she was a demon from hell, I basically pleaded for my life, hoping that I can be spared. And after some things happen, she basically said if I collect all these souls that from her dumb contract, I'd be able to go free. She said I was supposed to stand on this spot after everything was done, but honestly, I've been waiting here for fucking 5 minutes and nothing has happened at all. Oh, that's hot! I guess that's one way to get here.
Wow, it looks like the fly has fallen straight into my web. Hello, Charlie. I'm assuming you have all the souls that I asked for.
Just give me a second, Chistine. Okay, let's see here. Some yogurt packs, granola bars. Oh, here it is!
Oh, I'm going to enjoy what I have planned for you guys.
So, can I leave yet?
On the contrary, I have more things in store for you.
What? But our deal!
It pays to read between the lines.
Ah, sweet Fleischer. Alright, what do you want me to do?
It's very simple. I need you to meet Cuphead.
That's it? You want me to beat a run-and-gun indie game that's been in development since 2013 and released on September 29th, 2017? On Xbox, Mac on October 19, 2018, and Nintendo Switch on April 18th, 2019? Being developed by Studio MDHR? That was partially inspired by 1930s rubber hose animation?
It's a hard game, okay?
Alright, fine, but I better go home after this, and I can only play this game in a review-like fashion.
Be my guest.
Bloody hell, there's a lot of perfume in this closet. Anyhow, the plot. The plot is essentially that Cuphead and Mugman accidentally end up in the devil's casino, and after betting their souls to the devil, losing and pleading to be spared, the devil agrees, but only on one condition: that Cuphead and Mugman go and hunt down the rest of those who owe the devil their souls. A long stream of hard bosses ensue. I'll admit, the plot isn't really much to talk about, but honestly, what do you expect? It's a small setup to get the ball rolling on the adventure, and a good look to how cartoons were back then. Simple, to the point, with a bit of a demonic touch in the background. Also, does the plot seem familiar to you, Chistine?
No.
Huh. Strange. Anyhow, what's the gameplay like? Well, gameplay-wise, it seems complicated, but simple once you get the hang of it. There is a designated shoot button, jump button, dash button, using your EX moves, and holding down and then pressing the jump button to go through most floors. You can even hold down one of the shoulder buttons to stand still, or simply to switch which weapons you're using. What's more is that depending on what type of shots you use, there being 6 in total and you can only equip 2, is that they each give you a different EX move, such as the buzzsaw for the roundabout, or a bigger ball for the lobber. It's the same way with charms, with each charm giving you a unique ability, but you can only equip one of them, like the smoke dash or adding one more heart to your HP. You can purchase these new shots and charms in the shop with coins you find in platforming levels, hidden in certain areas in each aisle, or even talking to NPCs after doing specific tasks. There are also super arts, 3 in total, with 2 offensive and 1 defensive. Where if you fill your meter, you can activate it by using the same button to use your EX moves, so you can deal massive damage to the boss, or simply stay alive for just a bit longer. The last unique feature is the Aeroplane Levels, where you take to the skies and shoot the bosses down. However, half of your charms won't work, and the ones that do are mostly situational ones, like the HOTS, whetstones, and none of your shots will be able to be used. But you can either shoot the boss, or simply use bombs, which are unlocked after entering the next aisle, while mastering shrinking, which makes you faster, but your shots become short range and you can't use bombs. What I like about the game is that it actually eases you in with the first aisle, basically letting you get a feel for the controls and basically the new mechanics that you'll be using throughout the game. There is also couch co-op, where you can add a second player to help you with the bosses. But just to be fair, the boss's health does basically grow in length if there's more players.
I hate to be a spoil sport, but are you done sucking the game's dick, or do I need to come over there and help you out?
Alright, I'm near the end. Sweet flesher, you're a pushover. Well, I should state the obvious now. This game is not for everyone. The game does not go easy. Some would say it's like Dark Souls, but I'm not that dense. Since you need to beat all the bosses on regular if you want to continue, because it's the only way you can receive the soul contracts of the bosses to unlock the next area. With that being said, that isn't a problem I have with the game, although it may be a problem to anyone who's starting fresh. The only problems I have with the game is actually with the bosses themselves, more specifically the RNG. For those who don't know what RNG is, it's called Random Number Generator, where the game shuffles through preset moves which can appear randomly during a boss fight. An example of RNG would be how high the fireballs will jump in your Magic second phase, or what sort of combination of moves Calloway will use in the first phase. The point of the boss fights is to learn about the patterns that they use, but even if you know the pattern, sometimes the RNG can screw you a bit, even if you know what the attacks will be. And for newcomers, the only way to know what the attack will do is to take a hit. You only have 3 hit points by default. Another nitpick I have is when it comes to parrying in the airplane. I don't know why, but it feels like you're a bit more open than you should be when you're trying to parry something, and you end up being left open to get hit. The final nitpick I have is that some of the charms don't really have much use outside of a few situational reasons. During my playthrough that I did, at best I used about 3 charms. The one I used the most was the smoke dash, since it makes you invincible when you dash, but the other 2 weren't that much of use to me, besides a few boss fights. Those being the automatic parry for the Phantom Express and Whetstone for Calamaria. And besides those 2, I didn't find them that useful. As for the other charms, well, the hearts lower your attack and the coffee just kind of leaves you there standing there. I didn't really find much use for those. Sorry. But if you disagree with me, that's totally fine. These are simply my opinions, so take it with a grain of salt if you like. I'd still say the game is worth it. It's amazing. All the hand-drawn animation, jazzy soundtrack, and really tight controls make this game worth a purchase. And the fact that there's more DLC coming down the line makes it even better. Just know what you're getting into, and I bet you'll have a good time with it. There, I finished the damn review. Now can I go home?
Yeah, about that, no.
What? What?
Well, I've been thinking, why would I let a useful henchman go when I can keep a bag full of souls and the plaything?
How about no?
You say it like you have a choice.
Oi! Break time's over. Get back to work.
Fucking hell. I guess you're going home.
Alright. Where are the exits?
For that stupid question, you're getting the hell special.
I think I left my wallet back there.